Hey, this is Chris with Hi-Lux Optics. Last week, we attended the National Trophy Rifle matches at Camp Perry. Even if you don't shoot service rifle, you should definitely stop by Camp Perry for its historical significance alone. Very few sporting competitions, if any, have been held annually in the same venue for 112 years and counting. World War II snipers even trained here. Something historic and familiar wells up when you hear those bugle calls start the day. Throughout the competition, we spent our time walking the firing lines on Viale and Rodriguez, two of the ranges at Camp Perry central to the competition. The competitors here were some of the best marksmen that I've seen. It's one thing watching someone nail targets on Instagram, but watching it in person really puts things into perspective. These shooters have put in the time, refining literally every aspect, from their particular rifle builds to their stance, grip, trigger pull, breathing, and visualization. The conditions during the week of the National Trophy rifle matches were pretty tricky. During some relays, the wind would hover pretty consistently around 10 miles at half value, then suddenly it would switch. Now, I see why people attach those wind ribbons to the spotter stand. As tricky as the conditions became, the competitors were unfazed. Just watching the elite guys and gals hold MOA groups while shooting offhand at 200 yards was nuts. They were seemingly able to tap into a zen-like flow state at will. It's pretty surreal to see. We had an opportunity to spend time with several shooters using our scope, ranging from juniors to seniors. It was a great opportunity to learn from real competitors what their experience with the XTC was like, and gather feedback on changes they'd like to see in the future. It was nice to meet the people who live and breathe service rifle. Geez, their enthusiasm even rubbed off on me. On the flight back, I scoured web forums for real reviews on service rifle uppers and barrels. Of the junior teams, it was nice to catch up with Coach Randy, Coach Mike, Ken, and Miles of the Arizona Scorpions, as well as Coach Walt and Steve of the Garden State Gunners. We did catch some photos of the Texas State, North Carolina, and Michigan State juniors. Coach Dan and John, I'll reach out and send those photos your way. One of the most memorable moments of our time at Camp Perry had to be just getting to know the veterans at Camp Valor outdoors. Many of the veterans with Camp Valor come from different branches of the military, walks of life, and demographics, but they're all part of the same band of brothers and sisters. It's refreshing to see that Camp Valor's mission goes beyond winning shooting competitions. Their work gives many veterans a sense of purpose in their lives after military service. As Staff Sergeant Cliff Boring put it best, every serviceman and woman thinks about day one after the military, about sleeping in and going out, but what about day two? All in all, it was a great trip, and we hope to see you next year at Camp Perry.